The world turns upside down. In an instant, everything you know is thrown into chaos. Boom! The plane jolts violently. The once serene flight is now a nightmare. Alarms blare, drowning out the panicked cries. The cabin is filled with a cacophony of fear and confusion. You're thrown against your seatbelt, the world a chaotic blur. Then, silence. The sudden stillness is almost deafening. The dust settles, revealing the wreckage. You're alive. Against all odds, you have survived. You've just survived a plane crash in the desert. The vast, unforgiving landscape stretches out before you. Your heart pounds in your chest. Each breath is a reminder of the life still within you. The air is hot, dry, and heavy with the smell of aviation fuel. The reality of your situation begins to sink in. The first instinct is to panic. Your mind races with thoughts of survival and fear, but remember, panic is your worst enemy. Take a deep breath. Calm your mind and focus. Remind yourself that you're alive, and now you must fight to stay that way. Determination is your greatest ally. The desert stretches around you, a sea of sand and relentless sun. It's a harsh environment, but not insurmountable. Fear can be paralyzing, but you must push past it. Every step forward is a step towards survival. This is a survival situation, and your actions in the next few minutes will determine your fate. Quick thinking and decisive actions are crucial. This is your wake-up call, the moment that defines your resilience and will to live. You are in a fight for survival. Every decision, every move counts. The desert is unforgiving, but it can be conquered. With the right mindset and actions, you can overcome this. We need to act fast and we need to act smart. Let's do this. Together we will navigate this challenge and emerge victorious. The initial moments after a crash are critical. Your actions in these first few minutes can make all the difference between life and death. Your mind might be racing, filled with fear and confusion, but staying calm is paramount. Panic can cloud your judgment and lead to mistakes. Take stock of your surroundings and any potential dangers like leaking fuel or fire. These hazards can escalate quickly, so it's crucial to be aware. Check yourself and any other survivors for injuries. Even minor wounds can become serious if not treated promptly. If you're injured, try to stabilize yourself as best as possible. Use whatever materials you have on hand to create makeshift bandages or splints. Remember basic first aid, apply pressure to bleeding wounds and immobilize any broken bones. These simple actions can prevent further injury and save lives. Adrenaline might mask pain, so be extra cautious. What feels like a minor ache could be a more serious injury. Now, focus on the essentials. Prioritize what you need to survive the immediate aftermath. Gather anything that could be useful. Water bottles, food, blankets, and any other supplies you can find. These items are your lifeline. Even shiny objects for signaling can be crucial. They can help rescuers locate you more easily. Secure these items in a safe place within the wreckage or nearby. Keeping them organized will help you access them quickly when needed. Time is of the essence. Every second counts when you're in a survival situation. The desert sun is unforgiving, and dehydration is a serious threat. Protect yourself from the sun's rays and conserve your water supply. We need to find or create shelter. Use parts of the wreckage or natural features to shield yourself from the elements. Locate a source of water and signal for help. Water is essential for survival, and signaling increases your chances of being found. Remember, your will to survive is your greatest asset. Stay focused, stay determined, and never give up hope. The desert sun is brutal. Finding or creating shelter is your top priority. The plane wreckage, while dangerous, can offer some protection from the elements. Look for intact sections of the fuselage or wings that can provide shade. If the wreckage is unusable, improvise. Use anything available, blankets, clothing, even piled up sand to create a makeshift shelter. A simple lean-to structure, propped against a rock or a small rise in the terrain, can offer significant shade. Remember, the desert cools down significantly at night. Your shelter should also provide some insulation from the cold. If possible, try to create a barrier from the ground using extra clothing or debris to prevent heat loss. This shelter might not be luxurious, but it's your lifeline in this harsh environment. It's your shield from the sun and the cold, offering a vital respite as you plan your next move. Water is your most critical resource in the desert. Dehydration can set in quickly, leading to exhaustion, disorientation, and, eventually, death. Ration any water you salvage from the plane crash meticulously. Look for signs of life, as they often indicate water sources. Birds circling overhead, animal tracks, and even the presence of insects can point you towards a potential oasis. Follow any dry riverbeds or canyons, as they might lead to underground water reserves. Early morning dew can provide a small but vital source of moisture. Use cloth from your clothing to soak it up from plants and rocks. Remember, every drop counts in this unforgiving environment. Finding water is a constant battle in the desert. Never give up the search. Your life depends on it. Stay observant, stay persistent, and never underestimate the ingenuity of the human spirit when pushed to its limits. Section 5. Food, bugs and berries. Oh my, food is important, but finding water and shelter takes precedence. The human body can survive for days without food, but dehydration can be deadly within hours in the desert heat. That being said, you need sustenance to keep your energy levels up. Look for edible plants. Cacti often hold moisture and can provide a source of food. However, be cautious, as some desert plants can be poisonous. Insects, believe it or not, can be a valuable source of protein. Look for grasshoppers, crickets, or beetles. Avoid brightly colored insects, as they are often poisonous. Remember, your goal is survival, not a gourmet meal. You might have to overcome your initial disgust, but these food sources can provide vital energy to aid in your rescue. Section 6. Signals for help. Become a desert beacon. In the vast, unforgiving expanse of the desert, becoming a beacon of hope is your lifeline. Getting rescued is your ultimate goal, and signaling for help is crucial. Every moment counts, and every signal you send could be the one that saves your life. The key is to make yourself as visible as possible to potential rescuers. Visibility is your greatest ally in the desert's harsh environment. Use mirrors, shiny objects salvaged from the wreckage, or even your watch face to reflect sunlight. These items can become powerful tools in your survival arsenal. Aim the reflection at the horizon, sweeping it back and forth to create a flashing signal. This movement catches the eye and can be seen from miles away. Build a signal fire. Smoke rising from the desert floor is easily visible from a distance. It's a universal distress signal that can be recognized by anyone passing by. Gather dry wood, tinder, and use a lighter or create friction to start a fire. The fire not only provides warmth and protection, but also serves as a beacon. Keep the fire fueled and smoky for maximum visibility. Adding green vegetation can create thicker, whiter smoke that stands out against the desert backdrop. Use the desert floor as a canvas. The vast open space is perfect for creating large, noticeable signals. Create large SOS signals using rocks, debris, or even contrasting colors of sand. The bigger and bolder, the better. Make them as big and bold as possible to attract attention from the air. Pilots and search teams are trained to look for these signs. Never underestimate the power of hope. It fuels your will to survive and keeps you going, even in the toughest conditions. Someone knows you're out here. Your signals are your voice, shouting out to the world that you need help. Keep signaling and never give up on the chance of being found. Persistence is key, and every effort you make increases your chances of rescue. Remember, in the desert, your resourcefulness and determination can make all the difference. Section 7. Navigation. Which way to civilization? If rescue seems unlikely, or you're confident in your abilities, you might consider navigating out of the desert. However, this is a risky decision and should only be attempted as a last resort. Before embarking on any journey, assess your water supply and physical condition. Dehydration and exhaustion are your biggest enemies. Travel during the cooler hours of the day, dawn and dusk, and rest during the scorching midday sun. Use the sun and stars as your guide. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, providing a basic sense of direction. At night, the North Star can help you maintain a consistent heading. Remember, navigating the desert is perilous. Only attempt this if you have a compass, basic navigation skills, and a reasonable belief that you can reach safety before your resources run out. Section 8. The Will to Survive. A story of resilience. Surviving a plane crash in the desert is a testament to the indomitable human spirit. It's a story of courage, resourcefulness, and an unwavering will to live. The desert is a harsh and unforgiving environment, but it is also a place of stark beauty and profound silence. In the face of adversity, you discover a hidden strength within yourself, a primal instinct to survive that pushes you beyond your perceived limits. Remember, hope is a powerful motivator. Never give up on yourself, never give up on the possibility of rescue, and never underestimate the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit.